Alrighty, guys. So we pretty much have this all set up. We can finally start working on January. Feel like I've been planning for days, but I mean, technically, I was like planning a year. So, I mean, hey, it was tough, but we made it through. So, this is the monthly overview. Again, I'm planning in the Hemlock and Oak printable version. They're like actual book planners. Ooh, man. I was thinking of using this, but I think I'm going to save it because, yeah, we're just going to write this out. We're going to keep this simple. But no, like the Hemlock and Oak book version planners, they're absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous. It's just I prefer a big size planner. So that's why I'm using the printable version. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I love it. This is gonna be my second year in this planner, and uh, I don't think I could find another planner that will beat this one. So, I'm trying to think of how I want to set this up here. I did pencil in some of the answers already, just so that, time-wise, like, that way I wouldn't be sitting here forever with yous. I want you to plan too. So, I'm thinking this line right here, if I just pencil down the center here, will give me two perfectly even columns. And of course, I can't find my pencil. Pencil's not on the desk. Pencil's not across from me. Like, come on, pencil, where are you? Okay, so pencil was on the floor. So, all right, let's go ahead and get these columns. So this first section is what can you do to get closer to your goals this month? What milestones are you focusing on? And again, if you remember, if you've seen the previous videos, we made those 4 goals. So this is where you go back to those 4 goals and you're like, okay, what do I got in there that I can, what do I have time to work on out of those things for this month? And I was going to start with the planner covers, guys, but it just hit me. It's like, I do know making the box stickers is easy. It's super easy. There's like no time consumption in it at all. Again, the difficult part for me is listing them. So I'm going to try that for this month. And of course, I'm going to be making the extra payments towards my focus card. I'm going to be using debit instead of credit. And of course, I'm going to be resuming those workouts. So I think those are pretty much well-rounded. I'm really hoping to get that first card paid off in January. That would be awesome because I need a quick win, guys. After the last half of last year, I mean, I need a quick win. So, okay, let's see here. What personal values will you focus on this month? That's easy because again, we've already done this work. You just go back to the goal pages and again, whatever values you have listed up there, you just take from the page. Of course, I'm going to be working on commitment because I'm committed to my shop and adding new products. That's going to be creativity as well. Determination would be making the extra payments. Also the contentment because, you're not overspending. That would be the debit, not credit. And of course, health and strength would be resuming my workouts. So see, we already got those values. And it is kind of nice that we're doing these pages now because I know I've been talking about my top 3 goals for the week and the values I use to achieve them. So, I mean, at least now you are getting to see where that originates from. And okay, so what else do we got? The second part of that is what boundaries will you set for yourself? And I think this is where a lot of us, like, we look over this, we don't really actually think about it. And it's like, okay, it's basically asking, like, what is your biggest obstacle to achieving these goals, and what are you gonna do to make sure that obstacle doesn't happen? So, the first one will definitely be that I'm gonna turn off the phone during workouts and creative time because that's distractions. And hopefully, with the phone turned off, the world's not gonna come to an end. So if it can wait an hour, it's gonna wait an hour. Just let me finish my workout. Let me finish my creativity, because if I get distracted, then I'm not gonna finish. Um, Okay, what else do we got coming up here? So the next one is to list 3 small positive ways you can carve out time for self-care. And again, we've already done the work for this, guys. Like we made that self-care directory. So these are like 3 easy ways that, yeah, you're basically gonna put this in your schedule of like, okay, I'm gonna have time for me. Um, so it's nothing like extravagant, but they're still nice. And yes, I'm still penciling the lines in. My writing is horrible if I don't do this. I have to. So, the first one is, of course, the collagen hot cocoa before bed, because, like I told you, it's like having a treat. Um, you can't taste the collagen. It's actually, the collagen actually helps like boost the flavor of it. And I mean, it's hot cocoa right before bed, guys. So like, it's like a soothing, sweet treat before bed, but it has collagen in it. um, of course, get extra reading time while on break. Those are my breaks at work, and the work on a craft with a new skill. Just again, trying to grow those skills, but at the same time, like, I'm getting creativity time in. So those are all win-wins. Um, okay, and then of course, this lovely part right here: choose one habit you want to solidify and track it below for 30 days. I love the friendly reminder that it gives you, because too often, like, whenever you're trying to build a new habit, like, it's an all or nothing. So it's like, yeah, for the next 30 days, you got to go without eating a chocolate chip cookie. And I mean, yeah, it's possible, but do you want to live that life? I don't. So, um, you know what I mean? Like, it's not an all or nothing, guys. They just tell you aim for progress, not perfection. So, I mean, let's say you make it 6 days, and on day 7, you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it today. I just don't feel like it. It's no loss. You still had 6 days that you wouldn't have had in the first place. So to me, like, that's how I've started looking at it, and it's better than nothing. So again, my habit challenge for this month is work out once a day. Um, I was doing so good. I was doing really, really good. And then winter break came, and um, it's not that I'm lazy. I've actually been working harder while on break, getting these videos to you, and it's really the time. I mean, yeah, sure, I could go out there and bust out a workout, but then my arms feel like jelly, and then I can't write, and if I can't write, then I can't film, and I just feel better knowing that this is all done. And then I'll go out there and I'll work my little butt off, right? And of course, they give you that friendly reminder to list your reward. And again, I don't give myself any like prizes or anything like that. I focus more on how am I going to feel. Like, if I do actually do this for 30 days, notice there's 31 days in January. So we get a cheat day in this month, guys. There's a cheat day. So it's called the 31st. And yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with that. I got really excited that I don't have to work out on the 31st. Okay, so sometimes I decorate these with stickers. Just because of like everything that we've been doing, I'm just keeping this as simple as possible. So I am trying my best to doodle snowflakes, which funny enough, these are things that I can't draw them no matter what I do. It's the angles. I feel like I got the angle in it right, and then I go to make the third one, and then I realize one's way too close, and it's like all clustered. But hey, every snowflake is different, and mine are definitely different. Um, okay, so let's see here. Let's add some dots around them to see if it improves how it looks. And I mean, it does. It makes it look a little bit better. And we all know, like, if you live here on the eastern side of the states, um, snow's coming, guys. It always snows in January, so, of course, my January theme, it's pretty much always snow. So, okay, let's see here. Trying to add some dots to that one too. I missed him. And I'm thinking that's all the more I could pretty much do with this page here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this back into the book. And I got I got some ideas for this next page, which means I'm going to need the sprocket. So I'm going to go ahead, take a quick break, and I'm going to print those off so we don't have a mishap like we did before. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and got some photos to go along with what I'm going to put here. So again, this is the space to plan page. I mean, you could pretty much list anything on here. If you want to list your bills on here, you want to list like a to-do chart or something. I use it to like kind of get excited for the month. um, I don't really know how else to explain it, but I pick normally three things, sometimes four if they're small, but I tend to go in sets of three, and I find three things that I'm excited for, that I'm looking forward to. And you can see here, like we're going to start off, that there's new books to read, okay? So I've been waiting a while for these books to be released. I think the one I've been waiting for like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, it's finally gonna be released in January, says Amazon. And yeah, so I can't wait to continue the series here. And I can't figure out how I want to put these on the page. Um, I feel like I want to draw a little bookshelf underneath them since there is three. Normally there's only one. So like I would just like have it be like a floater book around a paragraph, but there's three. So cool, new year, new books. So let's go ahead and journal something about this. So I'm very excited for the release of these books. They are both part of series. I hope I said that right, that I am following. The Burning Witch is going to be hilarious, which it is. Those books are so funny. They're so crass. And of course, The Kingdom of the Forgotten is gonna be steamy. I mean, that is one spicy book. So, it's like the perfect mixture, right? And, I mean, definitely The Kingdom of the Forgotten is perfect for a cold winter's night, okay? Like, that. She is a wonderful writer. And, okay, so I did need help spelling the word hilarious. Just wanted to make sure that it's spelled correctly. My spelling has not been the best these past couple days. So let's finish writing up this little paragraph here. You can tell I do a lot of writing. But at the same time, like, I like getting my thoughts out on the page, but I also like the doodles. And I almost feel like it's like a mini vision board for January. I'm just making vision boards for everything at this point in time, aren't I? So, alright. Okay, so I finally got that on there. I think that's good enough. And, okay, so I'm gonna erase this. This is some of my notes for the next one, but, I mean, I pretty much know it. Again, I penciled in a lot of this before we got on here. So, okay, this is the floater books that I was telling you about. Oh, that's not a book. And so, like, normally I would just have one book being released and I could focus on that, but like I said, we got three. I mean, it may be possible if I just had two. See, now they're going the same direction. That's going to bother me. Like, one's going to have to be going straight up and down, and I just don't like the feel of that. It's too boxy. So again, I really think that we're doing this whole shelf thing, and I hope it gives me enough room to write the other things, but then again, I mean, the other ones are, what, creating new stickers, and then I might actually get some me time, so, I don't really think there's going to be that much. This is like the main event. This is the main movie, that we're going to the drive-thrus for, you know. Okay, so I want these all to be on the same shelf. So it's just gonna have to be down there. I mean, I'll draw a snowflake or something in that white space. That's really what I'm battling right now, is I'm trying to figure out how to use as much of this page effectively here. So we're just gonna get them on the page. We're just gonna keep going. It's one of the reasons why I do like printing off the stickers before I even start working on the page, because I like to get that flow going. So let's see here. This was the original idea, and I've pretty much found out that you don't argue with the original idea. You normally just go back to it. So we're just creating that little mini bookshelf there. And again, let's go ahead and create that wood grain texture with some dots and swirls. And see, that was easy. Okay, so the three books are on the page. And I mean, I've had a lot of time to think about how I'm writing this one. So this is going to be create new stickers. Which I'm actually like kind of excited over this. Like I said, like creating them is no problem at all. I could sit at that computer and make a bunch of color combos and just be like, oh man, this is gonna look good together, this is gonna look good together. And my issue seems to be, once the creativity part is done and then I print and cut and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then I just, move on to the next thing. It's the whole sitting down with the Canva platform. Is it a platform? Canva app, whatever it is. You got to sit with that, and then you got to make your backdrops, then you got to add in all the specs of the product, then you got to size them, then you got to upload that to Etsy, and then you got to do the description, which is pretty much a copy and paste. I just changed the colors and stuff. And it's all that. Like, that's the boring work. So I am the mess. I'm the, let's click here and pick a different pixel and see what happens. And then print, and then just, have a full-on mess. Because, you have to do a test print before you could list it. And, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make like a little list of the ideas that have been swarming around my head here. So I do want jewel tones. I'm assuming that's what they're called. I am going to have to look this up. Just darker muted tones. I've realized I don't have those. Mine are all bright. Cottage. I'm gonna have to rename this thing, but it's like olive greens, light pinks, grays and tans like that. Of course, I do need shades of browns. I need shades of gray. And I saw the most beautiful sunset the other day, and it hit me. I was like, man, that would make a damn good color combo for stickers. So I'm gonna call that one Winter Sunset. And okay, so down to the me time. How do I want to write this? Okay, so yeah, finally some me time. I mean, God love them, okay? I do. I love them, but guys, he's gonna be 22. And I swear, I see him more now than whenever he was 2 or 3. It's like the older they get, you like multiply it or something. But yeah, so basically, I'm switching shifts. I'll be the 2 o'clock instead of the 4 o'clock now. Hopefully, Cody can go back to his gym time and not be so depressed. I feel bad for the little guy. And basically, what this means is yes, I am going to have to leave earlier, which means that I got 2 hours cut out of my morning, but technically, I got 2 hours cut out of my morning because I have to deal with Ray. So, really, I'm not losing nothing. The good part of this is that I'll have 2 hours to myself after work. Because the agreement was that I'll switch the shift with Cody, but Cody has to bring him home. Which means I'm getting in that car as fast as possible, guys. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna have hot cocos. I'm gonna snuggie on the couch with Bert. I'm gonna read as much as possible, and then hopefully I'm gonna be passed out by the time he gets home from work. That is my goal. See, that should have been the main goal for January right there. How fast can you fall asleep? How fast can you drink a cup of cocoa? And then add a shot of NyQuil with it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad yet. So, okay. So, and then again, since this page is going to be seen with the other one, I do just kind of like continue the same type of doodles and that just to make it look like they go together. And I just realized if I add 2 more dots to the other side of these snowflakes, it does make it look a hell of a better. So, let's go ahead and add those other dots. So there we go. Other dots on the other side. I guess I was just unbalanced and almost forgot him. And there we go. So, see, that was easy. We got the overview ready to go. So, we pretty much know what's happening in January now. And now it's time to make the monthly, and that's the next video. So, I just want to close out by saying thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.